What's going on, guys? This is Kyle Layton for TPM's Poll Tracker, and today we're getting in the crosstabs of how Americans view the Supreme Court. This is a huge week for Supreme Court watchers with the release of two major decisions. One on Arizona's new Get Tough immigration law. The second is President Obama's signature health care reform law. Now, gauging public opinion on the Supreme Court is never an exact science. The Supremes are never up for election, and there's always a question as to how much people actually follow the business of the court for those outside the legal profession and those outside the Beltway. But one thing is certain. Whether it's the actual decisions the court has handed down or how politicians have talked about it, Americans are becoming much more cynical about the court as time goes on. Over the last 20 years, Pew polling has shown a steady decline in the favorability of the court, since a high of 80% in 1994 to a bare majority of 52% this year. And the reason for this decline may lie in the perceived notion that the court is getting more political. While a 44% plurality of Americans said in a recent New York Times CBS poll that they approve of the job the court is doing, 76% believe that their decisions are at least in part influenced by their personal or political views. Also, there's been a major shift in the perceived leanings of the court over the past 2 decades. An NBC Wall Street Journal poll from April shows that there are just about as many Americans who think the court is too liberal as there are that think it's too conservative. In 1992, a 54% majority thought the court was too far to the right. And so overall, we're really seeing a decline in the court's reputation, as it's seen less impartial and more partisan over time, which is actually something that Chief Justice John Roberts is also concerned about. But the rash of really contentious 5-4 decisions is really doing nothing but backing up that cynical feeling that Americans are having. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Kyle Layton from TPM's Poll Tracker, and we'll talk to you next week.